Hello YouTube, and a very warm welcome back to yet another EasyJet flight on the channel. We are going to be taking this beautiful A321 from Hurghada back to Gatwick this evening on VATSIM, as we always do. We are connected to the network right now, and we're on stand where we kind of left off, well, we're to the left of it, but we kind of parked on this stand right here, but because obviously we won't be able to get to stand 64, but we're fine, we're on 64 now. We've got the jetway connected, and yeah, we're going to take her back to London Gatwick this evening. It is currently 7:25. Our takeoff slot is at 7:45, but I don't think we're going to get out by that time, but it's fine. It's fine. We move. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the first flight on the way down from Gatwick down to Hurghada, flying this beautiful LatinVFR A321 with the Horizon mod. Which is actually a dream, as I said in my previous video, and we're going to take her back. So yeah, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and then hit the post notification bell so you get notified when new content goes live. Hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, and post any route suggestions you have in the comments below. If not, post your favourite emoji, it's great for engagement. And yeah, let's go ahead, let's hop into the flight deck of this beautiful EasyJet A321 again, and we will take her back to London Gatwick. And welcome to the flight deck of Easy97 Uniform Mike from Hurghada back to London Gatwick. We've kind of had to reload the sim, but I've kind of tried to put it in the same state as it was when we first came in from the previous video, like, you know, the fuel and all that's in, our screens are kind of like how they were left, etc, etc. Because sometimes if you have the MSFS running for too long, it just builds up over time, and you have to go back to the main menu, then come back in, so then it refreshes itself. So that's all we've done, and yeah, we're going to go ahead and get this prepped, shall we? So throttles are working, fuel cutoffs is off, everything's basically been left how it was, so that's fine. So overhead should be fine. Yeah, seatbelt signs are off, packs are on, that's fine. We'll bring that down as well, and we'll go ahead and we'll bring up the sim volume so that you guys can actually hear. And yeah, so let's go ahead and import this stuff. Import sim brief. So, welcome on board Hurghada to Gatwick with Luton as our alternate. We are, is that 74 tons bang on? Yeah, it's 74 tons bang on. That should say 74.0, I think, so that's good. So, yeah. We're out with Hurghada this evening. Winds are 320 at 10. Cavo K 16 on the temp, -3, 1023. And it looks like we're going to be going off a runway 34 this evening via the Solox 1 Bravo departure via the Victor 603 airway to Gidded, and then is filed, and then into Gatwick, which will be like many hours down the line. We're going to be coming in via the Tebra 2 Golf runway 26 left, but they could switch to the 08s, but we will get to that when we can. Coming down, let's have a look at our OFP. So we're the Easy 8746 and Easy 97 Uniform Mike on the VATSIM Network. Hurghada back to Gatwick, and it was calculated around 15:43 Zulu, with an estimated departure time at 19:45 on the 4th of February 2024. We're in the A321 still, the LEAP engines with the registration of Golf Uniform Zulu Mike Alpha, which is the registration that we flew down. We're going to take her back. Looking to go out here with 74 tons, with a takeoff weight of 91 tons, which we are actually extremely heavy, so you know, we'll figure that out. Looking to go out here at 7:45 and get in for 25 to 2 in the morning, so that's very, very long. So yeah, so our alternate is Luton, cost index 4, flight level 340 with a tropo of 49329 this evening, and we've got a trip headwind of 54 knots. Coming down, this is just our routing, which we just spoke about on the previous page. So we're looking to go out here. Trip time is 5 hours 47 minutes, and we're looking to take a block fuel of 17.1. What we're going to do is we're going to actually round that, because we had very, very low fuel coming into here. So we're going to probably round that to like 17.9 just to compensate this headwind, because the tailwind that we had coming down, we're getting that headwind all the way back, so we're going to have a bit of fun. We need 2.3 to be able to go to Luton if we need to, and we'll estimate to have 3 tons on board by the time we get to Gatwick. So we will figure out all that. This is all our routing, which we don't really need to worry about. So we can just scroll past all this. All our wind data, our ATC data, and we've already kind of briefed, but these dates are, the times are wrong for this meta, so we've already briefed on all of that. No TAMs we don't have to worry about because we're on VATSIM. And we'll just come down near the bottom where we get the route map. So, out of Hurghada, we're departing to the north. Out of Cairo, heading towards Greece, up through Greece, all the way up through Croatia, North Macedonia, and all that, all the way through, hitting Germany, Brussels. Basically, it's the same route that we came down is the same route we going back, so it's pretty much simple. If anything, coming down, we've got a wind number 1 over here, which we don't need to worry about because it's way out of range. Number 3, XXX up to 400. We'll keep an eye on that. That's probably just going to be moderate turbulence, if anything, and icing, but we don't have to worry about it because we'll probably hit like here by the time we hit cruise because of how heavy we are. Coming up over Germany, we've got this massive jet stream. This is where the jet stream starts hitting us, and then this jet stream's actually coming towards this direction, so we will hit it about Bitla. And then I think Bitla's actually our step climb, because we've got a step climb in this flight again as well, so that is enjoyable to look at. But yeah, so we are starting at flight level 340, I believe. Let me just check. Yeah, 340 initially. So we come all the way back down. Here's 340. It's just a headwind, literally a headwind all the way back. And then we'll be stepping up to flight level 360, so later on in the journey. So yeah, that should be fun. So yeah, let's come all the way up to here. I'll go into the ground. We'll sync with GSX. Looking to take 17.2. We're not going to take 17.2. We're actually going to take about 17.8 tons. It's going to take us 17 minutes to refuel. And we're going to grab this as well. And we're taking 233 passengers on the way back. We are very, very heavy. With 5,382 in the cargo hold, and then we're up to 74 on the zero fuel weight. So let's go ahead and call over fuel, shall we? Because it's GSX synced. Wow, this menu is tiny. It's never this small. And we will request refueling. While we're doing that, we will go ahead and we will come into the ATSU menu. AOC, initialization request, initialize data request. So with the Easy 97 uniform Mike, Hurghada back to Gatwick, looking at 5 hours 47 minutes, which is all good. Weather request we don't need because we'll just get it from that, but we might actually do another weather request actually while we're here. So we are in Hurghada. Going to, well actually we'll just do this one. So we'll just do, send that, we'll just grab the Hurghada one, we don't need any of the other ones right now. But these will all be filed in as we do everything else. So we'll go to the FMGC, make sure all this is in date, so we're 25th of Jan to the 21st of Feb, and we're in the LEAP engine, so we'll go initialization request, and then we'll press that, like that, start uplinking. And then we'll just wait for this fuel truck to arrive. Fueling's going to take so long. So I mean we're not going to get out of here for our desired time. Uplink insert in progress. We'll wait for this to complete before we do anything. And our IRS has already been aligned because it's been put back in as how we were when we arrived here first, so we don't actually have to do a re-IRS alignment. We probably, yeah, everything's fine up here. Like we're all good. We can turn that packs off, but we're on the ground this time. I've turned off the APU so then we can actually like refuel. Is our fuel tanks on? Why is our fuel tanks on? That's weird. Right, well they're off now, so that's fine. Right, aircraft AOC aircraft flight plan uplink is complete, and that's done as well, so we can clear that too. So IRS is done. We're Hurghada back to Gatwick via Luton, Easy 97 uniform Mike, cost index of 4, flight level 340 at minus 48. Oh, I forgot to put a slash. We'll go into the winds page. We'll press that. We'll press next. We'll do that. We'll press that. We'll do that. Perfect. Job proposed for today is 49329. And the ground temperature here is 16 degrees at this moment in time, so we can go ahead and put 16 in there. We'll come back to the initialization page and do this once we have done refueling and got our weights and all that, so then we can actually do this properly. With that being said, we will go into flight plan, Hurghada, departure, runway 34 right, via the Solox 1 Bravo. Solox 1 Bravo, insert that, and then that's got a route discontinue to there, so that's fine. And with that, we can go ahead and we'll do plan on that side. We'll spin these around because these are dull. Did I forget panel lighting? No, panel lighting's all done. It just seems a bit dull. So, we've also got a company message, which is just going to be our wins that we requested not that long ago. So, flight plan. Out of Hurghada up to Solox and then all the way up to there, and then we're just going to travel north basically all the way back to the UK, and then there's Tebra, so that's fine. So ARTC, let's bring that back round, and then we'll go flight plan, we'll go progress, HEGN 34 right, which is good, which is 1.2 in there. Hurghada's VOR we'll have on the we'll have it actually like fixed in, so then it does not change on the left side, and then 110.3 in case of anything, but we will actually go look at charts, etc., so then we can familiarize ourselves. We are refueling at this moment in time, correct? I can't tell, but there's another EasyJet right there. I wonder where he's going, or is he just arrived into Hurghada? And then we'll get payload and all that done as well. We'll come in here, we'll sync that, and then we'll come into here, we'll go from Hurghada, taxiing, we need that, we need that, we need SIDS, we need the Solox 1 Bravo, approach, 34 right, and then we can go to the SIDS page and actually have a look at the SID. So, looking at the SID, we are climbing out straight ahead, heading runway 340 to GN311 to 3000 above, and then tracking 353 all the way up to Solox 8000 and above, and then as filed. Initial climb is this is saying flight level 120, so we'll do 120 in the window then. So 120 in there. This will go into managed. What we will do is we'll recycle the flight directors because I think they've got a bit messed up. We'll bring that in, that's good. And we've got HGD already in there. With that being said, we will go into here and we'll do the Hurghada VOR into here as well, and we'll do a 2-mile ring all the way around. And secondary flight plan is not a thing, and its page is pending. Performance, we can figure that out here in just a second as well. And what we will do is we will do, I need my takeoff performance calculator, and then we will be good, which is going to be on my iPad unfortunately, so it's a little bit easier, so then it saves me bringing up Windows on top of all this. We'll do flaps 1, runway is dry, packs will be off, and then we will grab our gross weight and all that here very, very shortly. While we're waiting for that, we do have thrust reduction and engine acceleration. So off at 34 right, we've got an engine acceleration of 1700, and then we've got a thrust reduction of 1110 over 1110. So that's fine. And then we'll figure out everything else out here very shortly. 9.5 for the transition altitude, which should be correct. I'm getting rid of that cup. Yeah, transition altitude's 9.5, so that's fine. Do that real quick, and then we'll see if there's anything important that we could take from this. Hill we don't need to worry about because that's the ILS fix, which is 110.3, heading 341. That's pre-tuned into the nav already, just in case we've got a return, and we've got HCG on the left VOR locked in. Let's go deal with this company message, shall we? Which is probably just going to be our wins, which is fine. Yeah, so at 1800, which was an hour ago, winds are 320 at 10, Cav OK 16, 1023. Oh yeah, we've got to change this as well. There we go, 1023 is in and locked. We are currently refueling. Packs are all off. This is on high still because we've got more than 100 packs. And everything else is all good and dandy on this overhead. The one thing EasyJet do is they have those pumps on. So that's all good on my end as well. And then they keep these two off for just now until refueling is complete. Let's see. Because what we need for my performance calculator is we need our gross weight and our center of gravity, which we could get, to be honest, because it's here. So our center of gravity that's planned is 28.9. So 28.9, and our weight is going to be 74 tons. Now, I don't know if that's our takeoff weight or actually just our zero fuel weight. I feel like we should get our takeoff weight on that, to be honest, because that is our weight, to be honest. Which is 91,000. Okay, no, it's not actually our takeoff weight, it's actually our zero fuel weight. So we're at 74 tons this evening. Because the last calculator used your takeoff weight, this one uses your zero fuel weight. So so we've got V speeds of V1 120, VR 142, and V2 of 146. With a flaps of 1 with a selected temperature or with a flex of 66. So let's go ahead and come back into that, and then we will put that in. So we've got flapsy 1, 66, and then we've got 128, 142, 146. That is all in and good. Initialization page, we could probably do this, but we can't put the block fuel in just yet. What's our taxi? We only got yeah, so we only got 0.1 on the taxi. Right, so our zero fuel weight is 74 over, what's our center of gravity? 28.9. And then we'll wait for the fuel to get put in. So we're at 11.5 just now, coming up for 11.6 on the fuel, so that's all good. And then we'll figure out everything else. We've got a headwind of 54 knots. So we can put that in there as well, so then that's done. And yeah, we're pretty much good to go. We just need to do boarding, and then we'll be good, but we can't board while we're refueling, so we need to wait for that refueling to be complete. So what else do we need to do? Do we need to do anything else? I don't believe so. We can squawk Charlie now because we've got no ATC. The ATC that we had coming in, they logged off by the time we restarted this, went from the main menu and back, like they already logged off. I guess we were coming in during a Cairo event and they only just came on just to help out, which is fine. We love a bit of ATC, but not, you know, if they've got to log off, they have to log off. And yeah, right, so how much fuel are we putting in again? I actually forgot. 17.8 tons. We're coming up on 12.6. Well, just past 12.6. It's actually refueling really quick right now, to be honest. So we'll take it. We'll take it. refueling is complete, so we can go ahead and then we can go dish. We'll go ahead and request boarding. So then that's going to get on the go. They'll move in once the fuel truck disappears, but at least we can start boarding passengers. What we will do is we'll fire up this APU so that we can get some packs going as well. We don't need to board any crew because we're already all on board. That's fine. See how long it takes to board this aircraft, shall we? So we've got 17.8 tons in there. Takeoff speed's too low. I feel like they're not too low, but it's fine. This should compute. Minimum fuel at destination has to be 2.3 because of reasons. Format error, I don't know how that's a format error, but sure. Route reserves, well, alternate. We need 1.2 for the alternate, which is going to be fine. That's good. Extra 1.8 tons with a time of 42 minutes, so that's fine. Performance is done, flight plan is done, initialization page is done. We're pretty much now, see, this is saying optimal 3.2, but we're starting at 3.4 and then we're step climbing to 3.6 at Bitla. So actually, let's go to Bitla just now, and we will put that in as a step. So at Bitla 360. Oh no, wrong way. I didn't actually read the screen. So 360 at Bitla. Step above max flight level. Oh, because, oh no, that's fine. It still went in. It still computed it. So if we go to Bitla now, step climb Bitla. Yeah, that's fine. Right, so performance is in, everything's in. Initial climb is flight level 120. And then we will grab this chart as well because we're going to need it.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Be good. And we've got APU available, so we'll go to the bleed. We'll turn on packs 1.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross check.
And we'll put packs 2 on, and then we can start bringing down this this condition as well. So 18, 19, 18. Oh, we're actually sitting fairly nice right now, to be honest. That's good. In terms of pushback and taxi, we'll push back facing to the south, and then we'll taxi down in Sierra, Echo, and then all the way down Alpha to holding point Bravo for runway 34 right for departure. Which is going to be fine, because I don't think they would come down down Sierra and then out right at Quebec, because I feel like Papa and Quebec's like an inbound, and then all the way down to Echo. But we could take Quebec, to be honest. We could take Quebec. Just depends on how busy it is by the time we push. I don't know what traffic's looking like around in the area or anything like that, so we are just going to chill. Well, we're coming up for 15 minutes behind schedule, which is fine. Just fine. It's normal, so. Just still boarding.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
It's fine.
I'm doing good.
So one of the cargoes is done, which means this cargo is just finishing as well. But we're still boarding passengers, so I'll let that do its thing. We've already got the APU on, so what we'll do is we'll take the ground power out. Can we drop the ground power from here? Oh, it wasn't even. Oh, it's connected by the jetway into it, so that's fine. We'll come off that and go into the APU now. So then we can get a rough idea on these temps. Which is fine. Take that condition off, that's fine. APU is all good. Bleed is all good. Engines are fine. Pressurization panel is all within limits. Doors, that's fine. Wheels are good as well. Electrical is all good because we don't have the generators on because we've got no engines on. Hydraulics, good. Flight controls, which we'll figure out. Fuel, 690, 690, 5510, 5520, 5380. So basically balanced. So that's good. So keep that main door open for just now because we're still boarding passengers, but all cargo's on board now, so that's good. We've got 33 more passengers, and then we can then get ourselves out of Hurghada and get ourselves back to Gatwick. There's nothing else that we can do. It's just boring right now, so it's just like, yeah, we'll just wait for these passengers to board.
Boarding completed.
Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Right, are we boarded? Are we? We are boarded. Woohoo! I wasn't listening out for it. So, all packs are on board. Doors still open, but we will go ahead and we'll get ourselves prepped to get out of here now. So we will go GSX. Prepare for pushback and departure. And all doors are closed and slides are armed. So that's good. Pushback GSX synced? It probably is, to be honest, not gonna lie. We'll just wait for GSX now, so we can stop that timer.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger. We'll dim that light now, because I feel like we don't need it that bright no more. And is that jetway cleared? It has cleared. Nice. And then we'll come down into here, we'll go back to the charts page and make sure we're on this.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Roger.
Locking gear.
Ooh, who's that? Easy 1-4 Juliet Romeo. Wow. Saying, enjoy your long flight. We are in the UK airspace now. Lovely. Fellow EasyJet pilot messaging me. Right, so we want nose to the right, tail to the left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Roger.
Commencing push.
I'll make sure this door is
All
locked.
engines clear. Start at will.
Oh my goodness. Hit spot. Go. Right. Start that. Ignition. And we'll start up number 2. Start the chrono. Then we're good. We'll just adjust that volume just to make sure you can hear it. Veil. Took a minute 5. Start engine 1. Oh, we should have started up number 1, not 2, then 1. Oh my god, my brain is not working right now. It's that time of the night. Engine start 1, then 2, not 2, then 1. That is my bad. Oh. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's our first and only mistake that we're doing with EasyJet.
Please set parking brake.
Parking brakes are set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yes. See, we would be able to confirm a good engine start if we started number 1 first and not number 2. Because number 1 being the main engine. But we decided to start 2 then 1. Like a complete noob. That's fine, we'll just wait for this to start up and then we can do the disconnection. We didn't even start this timer either. So I was like annoyed at myself for not following the procedure. Avail. Right, now it's available, so now we can confirm.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine. Start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Roger. Flaps 1. Armed. APU off. Then we'll do a flight control test as well. So we'll go full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full up, full down, neutral, rudder to the right, rudder to the left, neutral. So climb blue, nav blue, 12,000 blue, 146 magenta, 128 blue, and 1023. Which is all good. So we need a trim of
Tow truck disconnected.
30.
Bypass pin removed.
Oh, we're basically on 30.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
0.2, we'll put it right there. Roger. And we'll go back to flight plan, so that's fine. Tow truck is clearing. Ground marshal. Oh, there's the marshaller. Hello there. Hand signal. And then hand signal with the weight off. Thank you very much. Right, we can dim that now. We'll wait till she clears out the way before we go anywhere. Just to be safe on the left side, but we can do a check on our right. So right is clear. And left is clear now because she's like far out. She's like far back into that stance, so we can go brakes off, and we can start taxiing. Oh, micro freeze. I was on the way, but we're not moving there. Right, so shall we go out via Quebec then? I feel like we should. We'll go Quebec, then Alpha, and all the way down. Right, so brakes. Brakes are fine. Max, it's fine. Then we'll do a takeoff config once we get closer to the runway. Right, clear on the right on Alpha, and then clear on the left on Alpha. No one's coming in or out, so we'll be able to just swing her out of here. Now we're on Alpha. Good. So let's do the build that on here, and we're good to go. Idle's idled, throttle's idled. Pass and taxiway echo. Make sure we don't go above that 30 knots on a straight. Fine, so we'll ding the cabin, let them know to take their seats. Then we'll do takeoff config. Takeoff speed's too low. Okay, hang on. Probably do another takeoff performance when we get to this runway. take a look. We'll take a look. See. Right. So. We're going to have to do some figures here at this hold, which is fine. I don't believe anyone's coming in.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Yeah, well, the issue is we can't take off because we cannot get config takeoff config green. So we cannot take off right now. We actually have to do some figures here at this hold. You see what we're looking at figure wise. Right, let's do a parking brake here. And then we'll do taxi light off, that all off, just so then we're not being a disturbance. And we'll have a look. That's 91,500. See, we're too heavy. Okay. Invalid takeoff. Anti-ice is not required. CG. Invalid takeoff caused by V1 speed lower than 100 knots, even with toga thrusts or higher flap settings. No longer runway. Let's try flaps 2. No, flaps 2 doesn't even want to take us. Right. Yeah, we are extremely heavy. Let's try and clear that. Oh, you can't even delete that. Not allowed. Right, let's try. Right, let's try this. 134, 148. Yes, that's fine. And then 152. You're going to give us takeoff green or blue? Takeoff speed's too low. We're probably just going to have to go with that, to be honest. Like, it's because of how heavy we are. Like, there's nothing we can do. Like, it's because of how heavy we are. So we're just going to go with that. That's a second calculation. It means that we'd have to sit here for quite some time. And we can't override this system, but we've got systems on normal though. Let me do packs off. And we'll probably just go with that because we don't have a choice. So let's go like that. Like that. So we clear down that end, and then we're clear on approach. I'm just gonna have to take off to take this like blue, because otherwise we're not getting out of here. Oh my goodness. 50. And flex SRS runway. Get up. Climb. There's climb. And autopilot 2. And we'll go speed check flaps up. Down there, do that. We'll go 1, 2, 1, 2. 10. My goodness, we're going to be green dot all the way up. Holy moly, we're heavy. Wheels are fine. Basically sitting green dot. Basically below 250 knots. Holy moly. This is disgusting. We're getting out of here. There's 5,000. About to leave the 10-mile ring. Still full stereo cockpit right now as we climb out of here. Right, let's wind this all the way up to cruise, which is flight level 340 initially. We can't even go thrust, we can't even do an open climb because that will just put too much on the engines. For us to even get up, we're just too heavy. But our sim brief profile didn't even give us like restricted by max takeoff or anything. We're way within margins. Fine. Just monitoring everything, to be honest. Pressurization page. This is all fine. This is within safety limits. Which is good. Conditions 20, 25, 25. We'll figure that out once we get up a little bit higher. there's that, so we'll go that, standard, cross check, passing 9,700 now. We'll come down to an initialization page, we'll go cost index at 0. And let that start accelerating up. So, past 10,000, wing the cabin, let them know. Because then that's a good indication for them to then start doing that. We'll come down into here, 2.6. Clear that. There you have it. We are out of Hurghada. Oh, nice and smooth up here. We'll go ahead and release the cabin. We'll do dim, and then we'll be good. But yeah, right. I am going to put you into a cruise segment and a climb segment again. As I say, if you are new to the channel and you are enjoying the content here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell so that you know when new content goes live. Give the videos a thumbs up as well. Post in the comments below if you've got any route suggestions. If not, post your favourite emoji, it's good for engagement. But until then, I will talk to you very, very shortly. If we get any ATC, I will talk to you along the way. But until then, enjoy the cruise and enjoy the music. and welcome back to the flight deck. How are we all? Hopefully you enjoyed that music. Hopefully. We have just passed Babeg here, and we're 4 hours and 39 minutes into the flight. This has been kind of chill. We're up at flight level 360, just chilling, doing what we do best. We are about 307 nautical miles away until top of descent, so we need to start planning our arrival. So let's come across into here and have a look. Obviously I've already got the charts pinned, etc., because I was looking for them before, but that's 2350. That's almost an hour ago. So let's do exclamation mark meta dot meta on the on VPilot. So winds are 250 at 12, 10 statute miles, temperature 10, dew 0.7 and 1025. So we're safe to presume that we're coming in on runway 26 left. So which is going to be via the Tebra 2 Golf. So let's have a look at this chart, shall we? So let's have a look. So Tebra 2 Golf. Tebra 2 Golf is here, so we're going to be coming in via Tebra, and then to Aptom, and then all the way down into here via Timber. So let's go ahead and we'll come into the MCDU, flight plan, Gatwick, arrival, 26 left, via the Tebra 2 Golf, via Timber, no transition, insert. Okay, let's have a look at this, shall we? So there's Tebra, there's Aptom, all the way down, and then to here. This Mayfield one, we'll do a bit of vectoring here ourselves, because I really don't want the aircraft doing that loop like that. So we'll fix that. We might not even do that bit, to be honest. This May 08, to be honest with you. So that's fine. Can we just clear that and have a route discontinuity? Yes, we can. So that's fine. And then we'll just vector ourselves from there, because I feel like that bend's just going to like be the sucker of us. So that's that in. So we can come back to ARC. We'll go back to 40. So let's have a look at some constraints. So Tebra 2 Golf. At Abtom we've got to be at 140. So now we've just got to cross-reference our flight plan. So Abtom 140, correct. Has that got 2 Abtoms in there? No, it's not. It's just another A. It's this and run, which is fine. Coming down. We've got Kilo Echo 63 Max 250. Have you got Max 250 there? Yes, you do. And then Lark Max 250 as well, which is probably going to have it as well because it's got the quotation marks. And then Timber Max 220 at 7,000. 220, and that's probably going to be 7,000 restraint. Yes, that's fine. And then we need to go back. We need to go to approach and an initial approach. So we're coming in via Timber, Mayfield, which is fine. And then we will just fly this heading, so fly heading 360 after Mayfield. And then we'll just vector ourselves for this direction to come in for the ILS, runway 26 left. So, do we have a mandatory 4,000 at Mayfield? I didn't reset that. Mayfield 4,000, nice. Any speed restraint? No. So that's good. Right. So let's do some fixies because we need some. So our first one is going to be Mayfield, which is going to go into there. We're going to do a 5 mile ring round that. Our next one is going to be the ILS fix, which is going to be India Whiskey Whiskey. So India Whiskey Whiskey, and we're going to take this one, and we're going to do that at 5 miles as well, not 15, 5 miles. Okay, and then we then need to go to the final approach fix, and then this is where it gets a bit more fun. So we need a, we'll do the missed approach again procedure here. So climb to 3000, straight ahead until passing 2000, or 1 DME at India Whiskey Whiskey, inbound whichever is later, then turn left onto heading 178, then as directed. So so we've got to do India Whiskey Whiskey again, which is fine, to 1 DME on a heading of through 257, which is an inbound, and then that's for the go around. And then if we do EGKK 26 left into there, we'll do 10 miles around the airport, and then that's the aim it all in. Progress page, we'll actually now a beam to the ILS, which is 26 left, which is good. Performance page, let's go ahead and grab this information, which is our thrust reduction and engine acceleration stuff. So let me just pull it up on my tablet, then we will get this stuff programmed. So engine out acceleration is 1210, and then our thrust reduction is 1210 over 1800. Perfect. Up next is our barrel. So let's grab our barrel, and our barrel for this evening is 400, because I tend to round that up. So 400 into there, and we are good. Got 7,000 on the transition altitude. Actually, it says 6,000 on this chart. Let me just check this chart, see what it says here. Transition altitude is 6,000. So that's saying 7, so we'll do 6. So 6,000 into there, and then we'll figure out flaps and all that when we get a little bit closer, because we're still quite a ways out. So progress is done, which is good. Performance is in. How's this looking right now? 1.2, 0.4, we've got 11 minutes. 1.5 in there, which is fine. Estimating to land with 3.9, 392 miles left to go. Our estimated to arrive at 2 minutes past 2, so we've still got another hour and a bit to go. So yeah, we are pretty much chilling just now. We are somewhere over. It's a shame I can't show you on that tablet, because it would be handy to show you on this tablet. But we will keep the star page up, since there's nothing much else to show you. But we are currently on the western, southwest / western side of Germany right now, flying towards Lursu. Once we hit Lursu, then we're into Brussels airspace. So then that is when we will start our descent and everything like that. So during the descent phase, we'll do like the weather and all that data. So yeah, so we're just past 250. Is that 250 or is that 2? No, 240. 240 nautical miles until top of descent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you back into cruise. Another cruise segment with some nice music, and we will be back with you once we are about 10-15 nautical miles away from top of descent, and then we will then descend into Gatwick. So until then guys, enjoy the music and enjoy the cruise. And welcome back to the flight deck. We are 7 nautical miles away until top of descent. So, our initial descent is going to be 140 initially. And during this descent we will do what we need to do, which is program in our arrival data as well. So, we'll clear that because we're aware of it. And we're coming up in 5 miles. We'll wait for the 3 miles and then we'll go down and manage descent into Gatters. So hopefully you are enjoying the content so far. It's been a long one. And we'll go manage Mac descent alt blue, flight level 140 blue. And after 5 hours and 25 minutes from leaving the stand to top of descent, we are now descending into Gatwick. So, with that being said, we will have a look at some weather information. Is this updated to 0050? That's almost an hour old. So that's not updating for us. So, we'll come back down onto VPilot and we'll take a look. So, winds are 240 at 8, 10 statute miles broken at 1900. Temperature 10, 2.7 and 1025. So, enter descent data, which is what we're going to do. So, 1025, temperature 10 degrees. Oh, wrong one. .10 and then winds are 240 at 8. And then we've got 400 on the barrel right there. So we've got 57 nautical miles until we get to flight level 140, which is fine. Progress is done. Everything else is looking good. How's our initialization page looking? 0.1, 3 tons. What are we looking actually to have on arrival? 3.7. So yeah, we're fine. So we'll go here, and we are looking good and dandy. So we'll do constraints, we'll do the ILS on this side, and then we'll do the ILS on this side too. And this, oh, actually, one thing we've not done, actually, is we need to look at these flaps. So V approach is 140, 143. 142 with 137. Okay, we're gonna have to. We might do a flaps full again, because flying flaps full was actually really nice the last time coming into here. And we'll take medium auto brakes for Gatwick as well. So we've got speed. We're just letting this descend as it would, so that's fine. We'll let the back of the cabin know that we've started our descent all the way down to flight level 140. And we will come ahead and into here. Oh my goodness, micro freeze. Micro freeze. Micro freeze. Ah, that's good. We will do this, and then we'll go 1025. And then while we're in this descent, we'll do 1025, and then we'll go back to standard. So that's good. So speed. Let it do what it needs to do. We're fine. And we are all good. So pressurization, all within limits, so that's good. Condition 22, 22, 22. We could probably turn that down to like the 9 o'clock, maybe. Around about the 9 o'clock, to be honest. And then we're good there. And then we'll just descend on our way down into Gatters. This should start depleting off as well, so that's good. And then yeah. So, and then after 140, it's then going to be down to 7,000 feet for timber. Timber. But no, this has been a long flight. We've had this headwind the whole time. Like, it's been varying between 40 to like 80 knots on the head. Bang on the nose as well, so it's like, it's been tough. It's been tough. Finally to be descending through it, so it's fine. So we're going to get down to 140 for Atrom, which is good. And then for coming in this time compared to the last time, I don't think we're going to do a single engine, just because of the issue we had when we were down in Hurghada and taxiing onto standard, it just pulled to the right and didn't actually go left. I feel like this is not capable of doing single engine taxi just yet. I don't know if it's a Horizon issue or if it's a LatinVFR issue, but we'll remain on 2 engines. But I've kind of got an idea. We will do a single engine, but we'll do it before we pull onto stand and not actually from as soon as we're like off the runway and taxiing all the way down. So and then corresponds where we're parking. I will actually show you where we're parking, because we're going to park where the real life one parked. So the real life one parked all the way up in this corner. It parked on 48 left, so we've got a long taxi ahead of us because we're landing 26 left. So, and the taxi routing it took was up Juliet, up Sierra, Lima, and all the way around. So we've got a taxi and a half on us. So we'll get through that. We'll get through that. So that's good. So passing, well, we're just past 230, but now 229, so that's fine. Coming all the way down. We'll swing that in for just now. And then we are all good down here. What we should do is we should get the Maze VOR on this, so which is 117.9. So I should be able to do is do May on this, track it to the right, and then that'll pull that up, which is what we need. And we're going to have an inbound course of that on a heading of 307 on there, so that's fine. And then we don't need nothing else. So everything else is going sweet and dandy. So let's go back to the star page because we're going to need that. Because that's what we're actually monitoring right now. We're going to keep this up like this so then we can jump between these charts now. Because we're coming up for flight level 200. We're green dot right now. And we're descending really, really nicely right now. So I cannot fault it. Cannot fault it. There's flight level 200 just passed. Oh, that's all the wind turbines down there in the English Channel. All flashing red, so then we're aware of them. So that's fine. There's loads of them. It's past flight level 190. What we'll do is, because we're an A321, we'll bang that on, and we'll do that. We'll start dimming this cockpit as well, in preparation for us. I feel like we need to dim these screens more though. How are we doing outside wise? -1, but we don't have a single cloud in the sky for us to worry about when it comes to the anti-ice, so we'll continue down. And we have no ATC on because obviously it being 20 to 2 in the morning, we ain't getting ATC into here, so unless some sporadic human comes online that is like cannot sleep and that is bored out as misery mind, decides to log on to Gatwick. But I feel like that's not going to be a thing, unfortunately. Because people have work tomorrow, because it is now Monday the 5th of February. Company message. Oh, this is going to be from VATSIM UK and to tell me what stand to go on to. We will not use this stand, whatever it gives us. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They heard us calling and we planned for 48 left. They're giving us 48 left. My goodness, they read my mind. They read my mind. That is insane. 48. We planned for 48 left because that's where the real life one part's on, and they're giving us it on VATSIM. Wow. Okay. Right. Let's continue descent down now to 7,000. This is going to alt purple us because of this restraint, but that's fine. So we're alt purple. We're 7,000 in the window. So this won't descend past flight level 140 until we get past this waypoint. And then we can then continue on our way down. Now it's going to go alt blue, 7,000 blue, well, flight level 070 blue, and then we'll continue. We are about yeah, we're about 100, 200 feet above this waypoint, but it's saying we're green dot, so we'll take the green dot. We're 4 tons on board right now for fuel. And then we're picking up the Mayfield VOR now at 53 nautical to the west, which is fine. So So yeah, we'll just continue our descent all the way down now, and we will just keep with the restraints as best as we can. How are we doing down here? +8, -9, +4. Yeah, everything else, everything down here is fine. We have no pressurization issues. Right, flight level 120. Still coming down really, really nicely, so we're doing good. 48 until runway 26 left threshold, and we're good. Nice cloud right there, which is fine. Do not proceed beyond Timber without ATC clearance, that's fine. Well, there's no ATC online, so we can proceed past it. And then we'll just like figure out the vectoring. So mind that we've got the route discontinuity from Mayfield, and then we'll just fly after Mayfield, fly heading 360 to take us all the way around. We'll just vector ourselves. Otherwise we're just going to get lost. We're just going to deviate on our own little path. Let's put 1025 down there just to be sure. Thrust idle. So I was going to start rolling back the speed now, so is this for the speed restriction here? Yeah, it's also for the speed restriction plus the 10,000 feet, so that's fine. going to continue descending. It's going to try and catch green dot again. Speed. And then there's 10,000. Bring this sim volume back up because now we are below 10,000 and now we're full stereo cockpit mode. Let's get a final wind check because this meter is probably updated again. It has. So winds are 250 at 10 now, but the temperature and the dew points all still the same. So it's only changed by 2 knots and by 10 degrees. So, which is probably not going to be enough to change anything here, but we will add it anyway. Just so then we've got the latest numbers in, because now that won't change. It's 250 here, 250 here, then 220 for timber. And then we'll just maintain the 220 once we leave Mayfield. .8 left in the tank. That's fine. What we estimate to land with now? 3.6. We're going to burn an extra 200 kilos, but I feel we're going to burn more than that. The fuel in this is not I need to play with the fuel a little bit, I think, when it comes to sim brief planning, because I'm not too sure if they would land with this amount of fuel, because this is not enough for a go around plus a diversion. So I think the sim brief profile I have is not either up to date or I'm not using the official Horizon sim one. I think I'm using a community members one that they made before Horizon released their official one. I'm going to have to take a look at that. Still coming down really nicely. We're coming down at 500-600 feet a minute. Still green dotting. In terms of traffic, I don't think there is any traffic because I'm not picking up anything on my ND at all. So we shall wait and see. We might get some there might be some ground traffic, but I don't think so, not at this time in the morning, unless someone's awake and want to do a long haul out of Gatwick to somewhere. Or someone doing like a city hop that's in another time zone in the world. Right, let's come down into here. I'll grab this initial approach one now, because we're going to start coming in on this. So now we're going to be direct timber, which we are, and then we'll just continue. So we need to be 4,000 mandatory for Mayfield. So let's wind that down to 4,000. It would be 4,000 for Mayfield with a QNH of 1025. Thrust idle. This is when they would kind of tell you to do, like, you know, descend and maintain 4,000 with a QNH of 1, you know, with the QNH. So we'll just do that, and when the controller tells you to do QNH, then you kind of do it. Speed, we've got alt purple for 7,000, which is coming up, which is mandatory. So I'll maintain 7,000 until Timber, which is only for about 4 miles, so it's fine. We've got a 5-mile ring around Mayfield, which is what we put round, and then we've got our rings around Gatwick. Constraint star. Alt constraint. Perfect. So now we've got descent blue, but no descent altitude yet. But we've got 4,000 in the window. We're just waiting for the descent blue to then come down, and then we'll get the altitude right here when it's gone. There we go. Descent alt blue. 4,000 blue. We're on the ILS glide, but we're way out from the ILS. So I don't know where it thinks it's getting that from. I don't know what this is doing. Oh, because it's activated that. Don't know why you've activated that. We're going to pull that. We're going to maintain. This needs to be at 220 though. How are we going to do 220 here? Flap seems a little bit early right now. 225, yeah. So let's do speed check, flaps 1. And then we'll start winding the speed back to 220 for Mayfield. So we've got thrust idle, winding our back to 220 knots, which is fine. We will get that cabin ready. We're going to be a little bit high by the looks of this, but we should be fine. And then we'll go to the final one now, which is 2,000, which is fine. And then what we'll do is we'll go taxi, scroll it all the way down, because we're going to need these two. So let's wind this around to 360. Speed out star. Heading. Alt. Perfect. And then we're vectoring ourselves. We're at 2,000 for the ILS, but we can grab it at 3,000. Which is fine. So we put 3,000 in there. We'll VS it down as well. Like, we're not going to just open that, we'll just VS it. So we'll go VS. Pull it. Can we do 1,000, or is that going to be too thingy? Should be able to do 500-600 feet a minute, which is fine. Feet a minute, see how that works out. Yeah, it's fine. 400 or 500 feet, we're going to have to bounce between them both, but that's fine. Right, let's go left heading 290. Well, let's Let's do 310 initially. See if we can grab this. And then we'll start winding this speed back as well. So we'll come back to 200 on the speed. Speed check, flaps 2. That's fine. 600. Approach. Cat 3 dual, AP 1 and 2, glide slope blue, localizer blue. Localizer star. And missed approach is 3000. And then, yeah, right, so that's fine. So line lights can come on, and then we can start winding the speed all the way back. Glide slope star, wind her back to 160 till 4, which is good. Yeah, we're going to do flaps full on the year again. Checked. Radio out. We've got speed check flaps 3. Localizer. And then what we'll do is we'll get the gear down nice and early, because otherwise we're just going to be dragging this aircraft. So gear down.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
And then we'll get flaps full as well. So we'll go with flaps full. And we're going to keep the throttle in again, because this does actually a really good job with the throttle being in compared to the Phoenix. Like the engines are not revving up and down trying to counteract the wind. Like they're actually sitting they sit very, very stable, which is good. 5 miles, only 26 left. After almost 6 hours of flying, just shy of 5 minutes, but maybe over 6 hours when we get to the stand. Right, so let's do speed. Landing checklist. Landing gear down 3 green, flaps full. Checked. 3000 in the window, ECAM will land, no blue, lights are on. And everything is set. So,
1000.
We're fully visual. 1000's checked. My aircraft. Very, very little input we need to do now, because this flies like a dream. She literally flies like a dream. Dipping a bit much, but it's fine. Gatwick's glide is a bit weird. It's a bit of a steep glide at certain points on it. You're kind of going to be chasing it.
400.
So to be below it, that's 4 reds. Land. It's kind of a good thing. Maintain at 5 degrees for just
100
now.
above.
Come over this. That was going to be a
Minimum.
glide slope us, but it's not. Minimums continue. full of visual anyway, so I don't need to really look at the pappies or anything like that, so it's fine.
50, 40, 30,
Hold.
20, retard. 10,
There we go.
5,
Beautiful. Hold the nose. Versers. Ground spoilers. Decel. 60. Manual brakes. Chrono. Taxi. Take the next one. I kind of want to follow how the rear one did it, to be honest, because they went all the way down to here and then vacate here on the right. And there you have it. Welcome to Gatwick at 2:05 in the morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's do a bit of a clean up. ILS, ILS. And we'll get on to Juliet. And we'll do the lights and all that once we're on Juliet. Perfect. Right, so landing lights off. It's all good. And let's grab our stand, which was 48 left. No, I would not like her. Follow me, and we'll take EasyJet. So we're going to taxi in via Juliet, Sierra, Lima, and then 46 left is all the way over in this corner, which is fine. But yeah, welcome to Gatwick. That was fun. That was really, really fun. Very, very long, but glad to be down. Need to watch our speed though. So as I say, we are going to do a single engine taxi, but we're going to do it as we get a bit more closer to the stand compared to before. Engines coolings have been done for 3 minutes. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and I think this is Sierra coming up, I think. Yeah, this one's Sierra. This aircraft just wants to roll and get away from you, because we're so light now compared to what we were when we got out of Hurghada. Those VOR switches as well now. Right, up Sierra we go. Honestly, there is no one here because of the time. So Gatwick looks like a ghost town. It might be anything else. So we'll take that. Ghost town Gatwick. How's our brakes looking anyway? 175. Perfect. They're actually pretty good to be honest. They're actually really good to be honest. making sure that we're still on Sierra. Make sure we're going the right way. This wants to just pull to the left, and I don't know why, but we will take it. Taxi are all the way in now. Right, so now we're on Lima. So what we'll do is we'll come down to here now and have a look where 48 left is, which is right here. So all the way down, it's round the corner, and then it's in on the left, so that's fine. Right, so now we've got APU available as well. As we start getting underneath this bridge, and then we'll pull engine 2. And we'll do the single engine. I think that should give us enough time, and hopefully it doesn't give us a Hurghada issue where we couldn't really steer. Hello bridge, you light up for us just as we get closer. I guess that's an LOD thing. So let's go ahead and we'll pull engine 2, and then we'll come up to here, pull the ELEC, and then we'll be good. We're technically still doing a single engine taxi, but we're a bit, you know, a bit more closer to the stand than what we would need to be, but we're fine. Obviously in the real world they would do it a bit way sooner than that, probably like straight after engine cooling, but as we've seen in Hurghada, this does not like taxiing with a single engine. Well, it does, but it doesn't like going from left to right with the tiller. There's 48 left right here. Hello there, Gatwick. Right, we're full left right now on the rudder. She's not wanting to turn. Oh, no, she does. Right, let's get on the line, and then we'll be good. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check. Bang right in the middle of this line, which is good. Oh, hello, micro freeze. Freeze just as we're about to pull in like, properly. Too far. Okay. Parking brake is set. Go ELEC pump off. Engine number 2 off. Do that. And then we'll go all the way up to the top, and then we'll go fuel pumps. Number 2. And there you have it. Welcome to Gatwick. Goodbye. Do that, we'll do that, and then we'll go to the external. Now we might have to done that bit down a bit more because I feel like it's going to be loud. there you have it. Welcome back to London Gatwick from Hurghada. There you have it. There you have it. What a long flight. What a long flight that was. Holy moly. Sheesh. But yeah, again, we're back in Gatwick. We're back in the UK from Hurghada. That was just shy of 6 hours or more. And we took the A321Neo back. You know, beautiful, lovely aircraft. It just flies like a dream. You know, you don't actually have to be like pushing and hauling your joystick left to right just to keep it level. It just sits there like it does in the real aircraft. You know, so yeah, Horizon mod have done a fantastic job with this aircraft to bringing this with this mod. Shame that you gotta buy the LatinVFR, you know, base model for then to then use, but end of the day, we have a Neo now. We've got an A321Neo. I will definitely be flying this more, 100,000%. This is great. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm gonna get myself out of here. The aircraft's now parked, and she is now just sitting on the stand. 48 left, back in Gatwick, and you know, as we come to a close, if you are new and you did enjoy the content, be sure to hit the follow. Be sure to hit the follow button. I'm not streaming. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Like see all come back. Be sure to hit the post notification bell as well, so you get notified when new content goes live like this. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up. And if you've got any route suggestions, put them in the comments below. If not, post your favourite emoji. But from myself and this beautiful A321 back on the ground here in Gatwick, happy wings and happy landings. Good night.